I'm about to sue the fuck out Kandi. Somebody tag Kandi. And Kandi, you too, you little bald head.
Lenny Plummer, I'm calling you out. Your silence is with power. You're not silencing me, bro. I know Jesus Christ.
What is he doing?
What's up, y'all? Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about hot topics again. Yes, this one we're gonna be talking about the Braxtons and more. Y'all sit tuned. Let's get into it. And like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flame. And if you wanna play with me, you can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bad, best.
All right, y'all. So I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute. It was the whole situation with Soulja Boy and Kandi. And I'm just like,
Soulja Boy and Kandi, like, that doesn't even make sense sounding together, right?
Room service, and he ordered $1,000. Come to my room. I'm about to order some room service, and he ordered $1,000 worth of room service. And when he was done, there was so much food left over. I was excited. I said, I saw some chicken fingers, and I was like, can I get those? Because I'm hungry. I'm really, really hungry. And he said, yeah, have whatever you want. And then he got up and he spat on the food.
So I guess Soulja Boy got upset with Kandi because Kandi had, someone that he worked with on her podcast, or her show, speak on it. So I guess the guy was just saying like, hey, this is what my experience was with Soulja Boy, which, to be honest, I believe. Basically saying that he was working with him, he's spending his food. He thought he would get some food. He was hungry for the whole day. Said he was trying to thought about whooping his ass, blah blah blah. I can believe that. Soulja Boy has been a hell on wheels for the longest. So my whole thing is, I can see his experience with Soulja Boy.
And somebody tag this Kandi too. So why you got this fat on your platform talking? I'm finna sue the fuck out you and this white. I'm about to sue the fuck out Kandi. Somebody tag Kandi and somebody tag this fat boy. You on the motherfucking internet talking about I spend your food. You's a ass. Why the fuck? Who the fuck on the road with somebody and don't eat for 3 days? And Kandi, you too, you little bald head. You got this white on your motherfucking. I'm in Atlanta right now. Send me the motherfucking address. Let me pull up, tell my side of the story.
Like the biggest thing with Soulja Boy is that he has not made a reputation of being a good guy, right? He's made a reputation of being a tyrant, hell on motherfucking wheels, and always have. So what are we supposed to believe, right?
They said you will need to apologize to Kandi, man. I'm sending out an apology to Kandi, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kandi, man. You know I be overreacting sometimes, I just be seeing stuff on the internet, like, you know what I'm saying? But much love to Kandi, you know what I'm saying? If you can find it in your heart to accept my apology. Much love to you, you know what I'm saying? Much respect to you, you feel me?
So shake up over these bumps. But yeah, girl, I love the fact that Kandi didn't really hold it too much weight. She was just like, oh, well, you want to come into the pod, you want to talk about it, you want to speak on it. Like, Kandi always going to try to get a bag. Get up, bad first.
He did say at some point in there, he was like, well, I did spit on his food, and I did it for our ancestors.
Like, I ain't saying.
You do know people assume that you use drugs.
I mean, you can't.
We love to see him, this thing. This thing is always going to try to get a bag. And I respect it. Honestly, truly, I respect it. Because she know how to flip a situation to get some money. Kandi, girl, help me out, girl. But I also want to give you guys an update on my mom. So I'm heading to North Carolina now on a 5-hour drive. To spend time with my mom. My mom She used to kickbox, and she basically was practicing on doing some type of warm-ups. She got injured back when I was in high school. She tore her meniscus, and that really was like the biggest thing that put her down, like in her athletic career, like, you know. So when she tore her meniscus, then like I was like a senior in high school or junior in high school. So I took care of her for the whole summer. Girl had to relearn how to walk, child, sliding down the steps. But now she's older, so she had to get a whole knee replacement because she's been doing cortisone shots. She's been doing, you know, like trying to do like some physical therapy to help it out, but it's just been bone on bone, you know, arthritis built up. So at this point, she needs to get that knee. I told her, like, girl, fuck that knee and get it replaced. Like, come on, like let's do it. So she was just trying to align everything up with people that can be with her because she can't walk. She has to walk every day, right? But she can't not be by herself. So we decided to all go and like take a week, spend time with her, get her on a schedule so she can get back good. Her surgery went well. It was only an hour and a half, local general anesthesia. And you know, she got it done. Her scar is about a ruler length. It's probably from the top of her shin to the bottom of her thigh. So it's a big scar, and I think that's something that maybe in the future we can see what we can do for that. But I think my mom at this point really doesn't give a fuck, because it's like, fuck that scar, girl. My knee feels better. I get it, girl. But here's some videos and stuff. I got permission from my mom, just, you know, so we can, you know, see her progress. So she is walking. My sister has her on a tight schedule. She's not playing with her. So she got her on a tight schedule, making sure that she's taking her medicine, making sure she's doing what she has to do. So for me personally, as the overprotective son that I am, that I would go to war and fight any bitch for my mom, just saying. I thank everybody that has been helpful, being attentive to my mom. All right, so me and my sister, we're coming back into town. My sister, she's coming back into town from work. I'm back coming now. And y'all, so let's talk about we are the Braxtons, and you'll see. I'm conflicted, because watching the Braxtons and watching the discourse that has just unfolded, I want to be on Tamar's side, right? Because I understand it. For me, Tamar is just so fucking dramatic, where it's hard to really, you just want to tell her, like, girl, just calm down. But there's years of trauma, toxicity within this family. And I think this is the first time that I've ever seen Toni Braxton break any type of composure. Usually Toni is the one of level-headedness. But I guess Tamar said something and sparked. She was like, girl, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And I was like, oh, girl, Toni. Not Miss, if you can give me one good reason. No, but here's the reason. I'm going to give you a reason why I'm questioning Tamar. And not the validity of her story. I kind of believe her, right? I'm not off the whole funky Dineva thing.
For those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar's house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. Folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. And I know some of y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all gonna be committed to thinking I'm biased, and y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm covering up something. And I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened.
Right? we all know what happened with Funky Dineva and Tamar's fallout, where Tamar woke up and she said a pool of blood, teeth gone, not all her teeth, but some of her teeth gone, and the fans just ran with, oh, Funky Dineva did it. And I mind y'all, like when it comes to social media stuff, I'm a little late on certain things, but there's sometimes where I see stuff and I purposely wait before I speak on it and not be the first person to break a story, child. I don't got time for that. But you don't want to get the wrong. I'd rather get all the information or both sides or more than one side of a situation before I speak on it. So Tamar spoke out and she was basically saying that it wasn't Funky Dineva. However, she deleted the post. Funky Dineva went and then he annihilated her. And for me, I'm just like, was this really a true friendship, or was this just made for TV, or, you know, that Hollywood friendship? Because I look at certain things and I'm just like, okay, she definitely crossed the boundary, because if it was my friend, and why are we waiting so long? And for me, I'm like, yo, my friend, that wasn't my friend, it wasn't my friend, it wasn't my friend. It's kind of ridiculous. And I see why he was upset, because that can tarnish your reputation. And a lot of people don't realize this. Once something like that comes out about you, now it stays with you. It stays with you, right? Even if somebody doesn't believe it, now they can always bring it up in discourse and be like, oh, well, you da-da-da-da-da-da, you bust Tamar's teeth out, you know? So I look at that situation with Tamar and Funky Dineva, and I see this situation with Tamar and her sisters. And now the validity of the stories for me have changed, because now I'm thinking, okay, I see how she handled Funky Dineva, and she seems very herself. I just don't know. I don't know. I want to believe Tamar, because the way that Tawanda moved was kind of fucked up. And listening to the stuff that, you know, Tawanda did not say she didn't do was kind of weird. Because I'm just looking at Tawanda like, okay, so you did borrow money from your sister, because you didn't say you didn't. And she was like, yeah, she gave it as a gift. And I'm like, this is why I feel like you should always have stuff in writing. Have I borrowed money from my older sister? Hell yes. But I feel like I have gave every cent I needed to give her back. And that's on my heart. That's on everything I love. Like, if I told my sister I'm gonna give her money back, I gave her money back. Period, point blank. That's why I think me and my sister, like, she not to even speak of her business and stuff, but there's been situations where trust has been broken for her with certain people because of money. And I told her, I don't even like asking her for money. I don't like asking. I don't do it anymore, because I know that she is a point of contact where a lot of people ask. So the Braxtons are back. The Braxtons are back, and they're basically doing their show. Cool. Tony's apart. All the sisters apart. Unfortunately, we already know Tracy passed away. Rest her soul. A cease and desist was presented to Tamar. I guess their niece Ashley came out and she spoke out about the family and said some certain things.
And accuse us of being behind this cease and desist letter, which is about our niece, Ashley. Ashley had posted some videos on social media.
I guess whoever, we don't know who was the person that sent the cease and desist. It wasn't disclosed, or if it was disclosed, I just didn't see it. I'm sorry about that. But the cease and desist was disclosed, and, you know, they didn't want Ashley on the show. Cool. So Tamar's upset. She was like, you know, the safety of my child is paramount. The safety of my child is number one. So if I have someone come into my address, and then on top of that, they're over here issuing me a cease and desist, like that like nobody should have my address. And I do feel like, as a celebrity, because she is a celebrity, I don't feel like somebody should have her address. However, this is what people do all the time. We just saw Mario Lopez get served. Pissed as fuck. But that's just what happens. So things escalate to where Tamar was like, okay, with Tawanda, let's talk about you me giving you money. She's like, I gave you $50,000. Tawanda was like, you gave me $50,000? It was $35,000. However, girl, it's still 5 digits. The fuck? So she was like, yeah, I gave you 5,000. I'll give you 35,000. Cool. So she was like, it was a gift. And Tamar was like, it was a gift?
Somebody gave the man my...
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So
Exactly.
my
So
thing,
how would I
I know
give
where
it
you
to him?
live because I put down your down payment.
You sure did.
You know, Tamar is very animated. So she was like, it was a gift? So as they're over here talking, Tawanda then says, okay, well, she was like, let's talk about you taking things. You taking things and you stole things. And Tamar was like, I never stole. I don't steal. So she was like, okay, you don't steal? She was like, you don't steal? Okay. She was like, okay, but you stole Tony's man. She's like, what man? They blurred the name, they beat the name out, so we don't know who the fuck they talking about.
I don't steal anything.
You don't?
What I stole?
You sold men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's.
So she was like, no, you the one that fucked him. And then Tamar also said that she was paying for a family plan for Tawanda. And I'm just like, a family plan that you didn't even know of? And don't get me wrong, I'm not even mad about it because literally my whole family situation, like a few years ago, was about to be up in the motherfucking shambles. After our family plan situation, like it went to shit. Girl, I have never been pissed with a family member like this in my life. That shit was irritating. But it was what it was.
I was a part of Tawanda's family plan. It was like 6 lines.
So I get it. That family plan shit is so all these accusations are coming out. All these things are just being said, and it gets to a place where it gets violent. And this is a part with Tamar, I can't. Everything else I understood. I'm like, okay, you gave her money, you did this, you did, okay, cool. Everything else I got. You don't want nobody to have your address because it violates your privacy. Got it. Cool, I understand. You paid money to Tawanda, she never gave it back, 35,000. Girl, I got it. You got a cease and desist and you don't understand why because nobody explained it. Girl, I got it. Shit, you had a fucking family plan, you paying for all these people's lines. Girl, I got that too. Here's the part that I can't have you escape accountability. Because at the end of the episode, she talks to the showrunner and she talk about how stuff got violent and physical. But Tamar, it got violent and physical and water was thrown because of you.
Like me fighting, standing up, throwing drinks. I'm having to defend myself, people pushing me, and I'm having to kick people and pull wigs. Like,
you threw water on your sister. And don't get me wrong, blood don't mean shit. And I've realized that the older I get, just because we're blood don't mean I like you, don't mean I have to tolerate you, don't mean I have to entertain you by any means. Like y'all already know, many times now, I don't talk to my dad. We don't talk right now. Hopefully we get into a better place, but for right now, I really could give a fuck. That's just how I feel right now in my current state of mind right now. When Tawanda said the situation about the accusation that she gave Tamar, Tamar got up and she spilled, like, you know, knocked over the glass on her sister.
don't play with me, Tawanda. You
Tamar, shut up.
Yes, you did. You're
That's a lie.
Okay,
That's a lie.
And I'm just like, that's already one act of aggression. And I feel like the conversation should have been ended there, but it didn't. After the whole accusation about this person was sleeping with this person, Tamar was like, you think I was sleeping with him? You think I was sleeping with him? And then I'm assuming she probably said Birdman's name and they bleeped it out, but I don't know. Tony said, don't go there. She said, don't fucking go there. And Tony got up and in her face. And mind you, Tony the big sister, so I get it. You already know, Tony probably tried to check her like, girl, you know, I'm big sis, like I'm trying to check you. However, Tony, you know, she got up, Tamar got up, but Tamar like was buckling, like, what you gonna do? Da, da, da. I'm just like, they really like sizing each other. I'm like, what's going on?
Don't you go there. Don't you go there.
Trina gets up and she gets in between them, like, okay, let me, you know, she has her back to Tamar and she's trying to slide in between both of them to like break them up. I didn't see no hit from her. I'm gonna put the video in and try to like slow it down, whatever. I didn't see no hit from Trina, but I saw her trying to get in between them. So as she tried to get in between them, Tamar's like, yeah, don't hit me, bitch. She calling every bit of bitches, hoes, sluts, this, that. I'm like, goddamn, like, I've never called my sister a bitch in my life, and I don't think I'm gonna start. Me and my sister, we've been in discourse, and the older I've gotten, I've been more vocal with how I feel, and like I'm not gonna double down on how I feel, but I'm not gonna be disrespectful with how I feel either. If someone feels like I was disrespectful, that's different, because I can't help how you feel. If you felt I was being disrespectful, that's how you felt. Do I feel like I was being disrespectful? No. But if I disrespected you, you felt that, I can acknowledge that, you know? But Tamar then was like in the bad. I really don't know what was going on because there's a lot going on. But then all of a sudden I see Trina's hair yanked back. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm talking to a superstar.
And then Tamar pulled her hair. And I'm like, Tamar, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Because at some point, the situation wasn't, there were so many signs going on where it's just like, I don't think that was what people were trying to do. And then on top of that, to insult the injury, I forgot to say that they did question her mental health.
She's not gonna do my mental health when all y'all really need the pills. Mental illness is real. It's real and crazy. Mental illness is real.
Tony questioned it as well. And I think that was such a low blow to question someone's mental health. Tamar has been public about how her mental health has been going. She went on People's Magazine from what Tony said. So if we know all these things, why are we going to start weaponizing someone's mental health? You know, I can see why Tamar feels like she's a lone wolf in her family. I can see why. I can literally see it, because it's one of those situations where Tamar is the likely villain of her family, because she's the loudest, most outspoken, boisterous, brash, all those colors, right? As someone with a similar colorful personality, you do have a responsibility to not be the gasoline to the fire that's already brewing. Because as a person that has a colorful personality like I do, oh, excuse me, oh my God. There's a responsibility I hold to hold my fucking peace, because I know a bitch can get motherfucking silly quick. A lot of my family, especially on a lot of my family members, have never seen that side of me ever in life, because I'm usually quiet, or I was like, you know, trying to come out my shell. Like, they don't know I can take it to 1 million. They don't know. They haven't never seen me in discourse. They've never seen me fighting. Now my sister and my best friends, they see me get out there with them. But have my family, like, they be like, oh, Brian, you know, he's so quiet, he's so this, he's so. I'm like, girl, y'all really don't know what's going on. Like, I'm cool, I'm chilling all the time. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I know I have a responsibility to, you know, I voice my opinion, I keep it pushing. Like, I don't have time for the drama or the nonsense, because bitch, I fight in real life. Like for real, like that's what I actually do. Being older now and being over here in corporate America, I know how to hold my fucking peace. And even at work, they're like, Brian, like, how do you keep your composure? Like, you don't let people upset you. And I like to tell them, I'm like, even when that boy bashed my windows, I didn't freak out at work. I didn't go hollering, screaming. I calmed the fuck down. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to ride in the cold. That's all I thought about, because I called my insurance. The shit was fixed the next day. Calling my insurance, like, girl, I got insurance for shit like this, and press charges. But outside that, I'm not going to act a fool, because one, people want you to, and then two, I'm not going to give you the power of making me feel some type of way in your face. Now at home, I might crash out or drive home from work and cuss a bitch out, down. But I'm not gonna ever give a bitch the power to know that you purposely made me feel some type of way, right? So I know how to hold my peace, because it can get really scary. So with Tamar has a colorful personality, and I feel like the sisters baited her into a altercation, but she took it to another level. Going physical, the drink toss and everything, it went to another level. And I think that's where I'm looking at Tamar. Like, I would have loved to seen her on the Real Housewives of Atlanta because she has the personality. She's funny, she's quirky, she gets in arguments, she's living out loud, outspokenly. But girl, I just wish that Tamar. Tony said something that I think rings true. I wish Tamar would rather be famous than wanting to be infamous, because it seems like she would rather live in infamy than wanting to be famous. And when Tony said that, I was like, that is so fucking true. It reminds me of Natalie Nunn. Natalie would jump on live and talk about shit that's going on in the show, spoiling the fucking show for every goddamn body. But I'm just like, girl, why not just shut the fuck up and just let us see what's gonna happen? Like, you know, but that's what Natalie do. Natalie is gonna be infamous, and she's gonna live in infamy for this.
All right, y'all, so I just got back from the gym, and I just want to talk about this one part that really made me look at Tawanda like, girl, when she was like, oh, Tony, let's press charges on her.
Let's call the cops and press charges. Let's press charges on her. I'm gone. I'm not doing that.
I was like, what? Like, that was kind of crazy to see, because regardless of what I go through with my family, it could be physical or whatever, I'm never calling the police. Especially with the state that we have with the police and black people, I would never put nobody in no situation where something could go left or jeopardize their freedom. She has a whole kid, this, that, and the third, for some petty TV shit. I just thought that was crazy for her to even fix her mouth. That's why I was like, Tawanda really hates Tamar's guts.
I love doing the longer videos. A lot of people said that they like my longer content, and I appreciate that. I really love getting on. And one thing when I was growing up, I always wanted to be a radio personality, and I never thought I'll be able to do it, because I'm like, how the fuck do I get into radio? Ooh, my stomach. Somebody smoking weed. I always try to figure out, like, how the fuck would I get into radio? I never knew how I would get into this space, but YouTube, like, yes, I love doing this. All right, so I want to talk about some baddie news. So allegedly Krishan quit the show.
Lenny Plummer, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, bro. I'm calling you out, bro. Lenny Plummer, you can sit down with my dad. Real stuff, bro. You can sit down with my dad, Lenny Plummer. Real, bro. His name is Pastor Mike Freeman, bro. You over here got $1 billion tearing down people. You got $1 billion tearing down people for your gain. And then when we speak up, you silence us with power. You're not silencing me, bro. I know Jesus Christ.
And she had all this drama with Tasiki.
I'm tired of clear shit. Like, what is this? Clear year? The fuck? We're just gonna get right to it. No one paid me. Zeus, no one paid me to go against my sister. First and foremost, I'm not going against my sister. Okay? I wasn't trying. Y'all could see all of my real fans and my real followers here. Y'all already know how it go. Like, y'all already knew how it went. Y'all was trying to warn me in the beginning, but I was not listening to y'all because I'm like, you know, that's my sister. But no, enough is enough. Like, no, ain't nobody fucking pay me shit. The fuck? We all here to do a job, and that's to be a baddie. Ain't nobody got an extra job. Nobody's telling somebody, hey, you.
I don't know what's going on, but that's what I heard. Allegedly, Krishan quit the show. So, Lemmy, Scotty, Jayla is in Milan, and the pickpockers, policier, the pickpockers, they tried to get Jayla.
Hey. What is he doing?
What's happening? What are they doing?
They tried to get Jayla. Jayla wasn't having it. Let me say he got out there in the field, as he should. But no, I was just like, girl, what in the ghetto? Like, it's ghetto. It's so ghetto.
My girl's good now.
I'm good now.
Scotty, what's up? You good?
They said final touches on her.
Final touches.
Yeah, she good now.
Damn, hold on. Real talk, what happened?
It was giving a episode of Baddies.
I had to get in the paint though.
You know what you did.
Thank you.
You surprised. You know what? You actually surprised me. You made me proud. You made me proud. You made me proud. I ain't gonna lie.
Where's Scotty?
Where's Scotty?
I had to cut the camera.
Got her up
You
out
good?
of there.
Thank you. That's what I do.
This is crazy.
Anyway, Jayla, you crazy.
We cannot go too
Cause
much.
why you start all of this?
I did not start it. Scotty started it because she wanted to watch them act crazy.
We was in Mulan.
I was
Manny,
minding my
Marlos, what happened?
We were minding our business, walking past.
In
Mulan.
In Mulan.
In Mulan.
And I was just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what do you mean somebody was trying to take your phone? Like, my whole thing is, after getting that email, I really was thinking about like, okay, could I go to the Zues network? Could I get a quick bag? But I'm like, is it worth it? Like, I have a lot of stuff come to my business emails, but I'm just like, I don't know. I really don't. Like, I had the Traders, Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, and then now Bad Boys. I'm just like, girl, like, I don't know. We'll see. I told my friends about it. They're like, Brian, do it. I'm like, girl, y'all want me to get up here fighting? Like, I'd rather just be comic relief, honestly, truly. But who the fuck knows anymore? I'm gonna end this video now, but y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'll keep you updated on my mom. And I'll see you guys in the next video, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about Tamar and the Braxtons. Who's right, who's wrong? We'll see. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Pete. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the